The Colorado Supreme Court ruled that Donald Trump cannot participate in states' presidential primaries because of his involvement in the attack on Capitol January 2021. The Colorado Supreme Court's decision barring Donald Trump from running for president in the state because of his role in the January 6 insurrection is historically significant. Undoubtedly, this marks emergence of legal rainbow that country absolutely needs to protect itself from dark and murky authoritarian actions, impulses and plans that threaten our democracy. If the nation's Supreme Court sides with Trump this time, especially by letting American voters, not our constitutional courts, decide who can run for president, even if Trump loses the national election, one thing is clear: he will not concede defeat again. Trump's relentless efforts to challenge his numerous legal lawsuits and indictments demonstrate his inability to understand or accept that losing with integrity. Our American system of high-stakes competition, not just in the presidential election but also the Super Bowl, for example, it is a medal of honor. Real Americans accept this graciously and then move on to the next worthy competitive challenge. Unfortunately, Trump's transformation from an enterprising and nationally known television figure to an unprecedented political figure who openly questions the ideas, ideals, and foundations of our democratic system has become a Lascelles situation for our nation. Tragically, if rule law, including Insurrection Clause 14th Amendment, turns out to have no legal teeth in Trump's historically unprecedented case, America risks transforming itself into exact opposite of our first 250 years experienced democracy is faced with. Alejandro Lugo. Park Forest lack of Christmas spirit. Donald Trump wished his enemies would rot in hell on Christmas. Even Ebenezer Scrooge, the angry voice of the Christmas season, was smart enough to keep his mouth shut when a rare opportunity for redemption approached. In the immortal words of Scrooge, the only logical response is Bob worry. Elgin There has been a considerable amount of commentary about our immigration policy, our border crisis, the movement of immigrants to sanctuary cities, and Texas Governor Greg Abbott's decision to make a political point. As George Comer put it in an opt, much has been said about the United States' history of accepting and welcoming immigrants in past centuries. Those who believe there accepts anyone who wants to leave their homeland and make a life in the United States should continue. Although this seems like a very virtuous behavior, there are many issues we need to take into consideration. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, the United States was still a developing country. The flow of immigration into the country was a blessing and carried little burden. Immigrants were coming to work and build a life for their families under the United States' signature banner of freedom. They did not express